Should we talk about how we thought you had cancer? You don't have cancer, it's okay. Okay. You know how much you scared mom and dad? Yeah? In early July, I started noticing some concerning symptoms. He suddenly lost his voice. What? Did you lose your voice? He was whistling through his nose, snoring, and even purring seemed like it made it hard for him to breathe, which meant he couldn't cuddle, and cuddling is his absolute favorite thing. I know. He was still eating, drinking, using the bathroom, running around and playing, so at first it didn't feel like something super serious. Hi, baby. I made an appointment for the vet anyway, and on July 16th we went to the vet. Here's your voice. Oh, wow. You don't even sound like a cat. They thought it was just an upper respiratory infection and prescribed antibiotics and prednisone. They told us to give it 2 weeks, so we really believed it was something fixable. By July 30th, nothing had changed, so we brought him back for x-rays, and then we had to wait for the results. That's when things got really scary. The vet called and said they had found a mass. They recommended a CT scan at a hospital with oncology. The earliest appointment we could get was August 3rd. I immediately called my husband, who lives and works in Kyiv, Ukraine. We canceled our trip to London, and he found a ride out of Kyiv and flew from Poland just so he could be there for the appointment. At this point, his symptoms were getting worse, and I was getting more and more concerned. We're gonna fix you. On August 3rd, we went to the animal hospital and met with the oncologist. She ordered a CT scan and a biopsy and said it was most likely one of 2 cancers, carcinoma or lymphoma. I asked if it could be something more harmless like a polyp, but she told me it was unlikely because of his age. I'll never forget leaving the hospital that day. We got into an Uber and I just broke down crying. And of all the songs, Big Girls Don't Cry by Fergie was playing on the radio. It felt surreal and a little bit silly. The next few days were incredibly hard. We were preparing for the worst. We didn't want to leave Tuck's side. We took tons of photos and videos, wanting to capture every little moment with him. We even tried making paw prints with ink pads, which didn't really work out. Later, I learned it's easier to do that after they've passed, but at the time, we just wanted something to hold on to. I even reached out to my friend Hannah Shaw, aka Kitten Lady, to ask for advice on how to comfort ourselves, just in case we didn't have long with him. Finally, on August 6th, Tuck had a CT scan and biopsy. When he woke up from sedation, he was incredibly affectionate and his purr was finally clear. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Oh. For the first time in weeks, he seemed comfortable, and it was such a relief to see him like that. Then came the wait again. Hi. On August 9th, after a week of basically not leaving the house, we decided to go out for a short walk and dinner. On the way home, the phone rang. It was the oncologist, and she gave us the news we had been desperately hoping for. It wasn't cancer. It was inflammation on the right side of his larynx and an enlarged lymph node on the left. Is Sarah Meow coming back yet? She didn't know exactly what caused it, but the important thing was that it wasn't cancer. Okay. Even she sounded relieved to be able to share good news. I'm trying. She prescribed more steroids to help with the inflammation, and he just finished those recently. Today I'm happy to say that Tuck's symptoms are completely gone. He's back to cuddling, purring, and acting like his normal self, and his voice is almost 100% back, although he still sounds like a frog every once in a while. The whole experience cost us around $6,000 in vet bills. Thankfully, we have pet insurance and everything was finalized just recently, so we got our money back. I can't recommend enough either getting insurance for your pets or setting up a savings account for emergencies like this. We are just so grateful to still have Tuck with us and to have gotten the best possible outcome. This whole experience has really changed me. I've realized just how deeply I love Tuck. I mean, I knew how much I loved him, but he truly is my whole world. I don't think I'll ever be ready for the day I have to say goodbye to him, but now I know what to do to prepare for that day, and until then, I'll cherish every single moment we have together. Right now, I'm just so grateful that today isn't that day. Tuck? What?